Okay, Dad, this story is called Dad's Car Something in Here, Fabios version.
Am I reading this one? Okay. One day, Carl was at Fabios in Hitchin early morning to catch Fabios ice cream was being loaded into the car, but it took a long time as the queues were long to get takeaways. Oh, what another long queue, said Carl, for such good ice cream. Look at the top. Oh, yeah, sorry. Luke was watching Engines to the Rescue 2004 DVD Region 2, but he was worried. I'm going to be late for Dad in the garage. He won't like this. Please hurry up. Luke was rudely interrupted. Vanilla ice cream went through the car and it got caught, he cried. And they laughed and laughed. Phew, that was close. He was glad when they were flying towards Hitchin and watching Engines to the Rescue DVD subtitles in the car. But as he drew near the playing field, they saw the traffic lights with a red light. What's the matter now? The swimming pool is crowded, says the traffic lights. I've marked the spot and expect it will be dangerous for heavy flights, like the car agreed. Luke, but it's safe enough. The car left the red oil lamp by the swimming pool to warn the kids when to get to the garage. I'll tell them to go to Fabios.
The car carried on.
Yeah, and the car carried on. We need to do a bit more reading on this, Luke. Dad was waiting to load Fabios ice cream in the car. Phew, you're late. That's yummy. It's making me laugh. I can't help it. Fabios ice cream, said the car. It is in Fabios ice cream, and there's danger on the road. That's why late. Pa, you're the only danger on the road, Luke. Now stop wasting time and get Fabios takeaway to put in the boot. Dad put Fabios takeaway in the car boot and went in the car with Luke and Dad. And they boosted his horn. Boop, boop. And they were off flying out of the garage with his long takeaway ice cream like a flying kipper. What route is the car taking tonight? Asked Luke. The coastal run, it's the quickest. But I told you that's dangerous for a big engine like this car. The garage master quickly phoned the garage man. Luke was still watching Engines to the Rescue. I'll soon make up for lost time, the garage man was answering the telephone but couldn't hear the warning. By the time he did, the car was far away in Hitchin town. But when the car reached Poundland, it helps for a fast run. Would be dashed by all things were there, but not what?
Not in money.
Money. But when they could get to Hitchin swimming pool, it was too late. Car landed on the ground and slipped off the edge and went under the water, and car had an accident.
Oh no.
As soon as the pool was deep enough, the car was craned out of the water. Cars don't swim. Cars, you were meant to deliver Fabios ice cream takeaways, not swim with them, said Luke. You should know that by now. Yes, Luke, I'm sorry, said Carl. When Carl arrived at the touch pool, they looked down at him. My car. I expect you have some Fabios tales to tell me. But take advice, have a long car wash first. Pa, said Carl, but there was worse to come. Look at a child. Look, said the child. They caught all of Fabios ice cream and a flying whale. It's not a whale, it's a monster. The car was most upset. God, look at that ice cream.
Ooh, yeah.
Luke was having vanilla ice cream at Fabios and get money for the car wash. Car was getting clean. And get to Poundland to get some toys. As he was all sparkling clean and Car... I'm sorry I was rude to you, Dad. Oh, that's all right, but you can smell something. Whoa, what? Asked Car nervously. Fresh air! Whoa! Yes, replied Car. The end.
Oh, it's my turn now! Okay. One day, Carl was at Fabios in Hitchin. The early morning catch of Fabios ice cream was being loaded in the car, but the work took a long time to get takeaways. Luke was watching Engines to the Rescue 2004 DVD Region 2, same as the very best Thomas and Friends. but he was worried. I'm going to be late for Dad in the garage. He won't like this. Please hurry up. And Luke was rudely interrupted. Vanilla ice cream went through the car and caught it. Got it! He cried. And they laughed and laughed. Phew! That was close. He was glad when they were flying towards Hitchin Town and watching Engines to the Rescue DVD subtitles on in the car. But as he drew near the playing field, they saw the traffic lights with a red light. What's the matter now? The swimming pool is crowded in Hitchin, says the traffic lights. I marked a spot. We'll go and inspect. But it'll be very dangerous for heavy flights like the car, agreed Luke. But it's safe enough. That's me. Thank you. But it's safe enough, yes. The car left the red oil lamp on a damaged truck followed by the swimming pool to warn the kids. When we get to the garage, I'll tell them to go to Fabios. And the car carried on. Dad was waiting to load Fabios ice cream in the car. Phew, you're late, and that yummy is making me laugh. I can't help it, it's Fabio's ice cream, said the car. And there's danger on the road, that's why we're late. Pah! You're the only danger on the road, Luke. Now stop wasting time and get Fabio's takeaway put in the boot. Dad put Fabio's takeaway car in the car boot and went in the car with me, Luke and Dad, and boost his horn and boost his hooter. And they were off flying out of the garage with his long takeaway ice cream called the Flying Kipper. What route is the car taking tonight? Asked Luke. The coastal run is the quickest. But I told you that's dangerous for a big engine like the car. The garage master quickly phoned a garage man. Luke was still watching Engines to the Rescue. I'll soon make up for lost time. The garage man was answering the telephone but couldn't hear the warning. By the time he did, the car was far away in town, Hitchin Town. But when the car reached the Poundland, its helps were faster were dashed. All the things were in but nor did the money. But when they could get to Hitchin swimming pool, it was too late. Car landed on the ground and slipped off the edge and went splash and went under the water, and the car had an accident. As soon as the pool was deep enough, the car was craned out of the water. Cars don't swim, car. You were meant to deliver Fabio's ice cream takeaways, not swim with them, said Luke. You should know that by now. Yes, Luke, I'm sorry. When the car arrived at the touch pool, all the children looked down at him disdainfully to look at the fish. My car! I expect you have some Fabio's tales to tell, but take my advice, have a long car wash first. Pah! Said the car, but there was worse to come. Look, said a child. They caught all this Fabio's ice cream and a flying whale too. It's not a whale, it's a monster. The car was most upset. Luke was having vanilla ice cream at Fabio's and get money for the car wash. And get to Poundland to get some toys, and he was all sparkly and clean, and the car did. I'm sorry I was rude to you, Dad. Oh, that's all right. But can you smell something? What? Asked the car nervously. Fresh air! Oh, yes! Replied the car. The end. Right, to be continued. Herbie Goes Bananas. Herbie Goes Again. Herbie Goes to Monte Carlo and a love bug. Now available on video.